Attention, citizens.
Hello. Welcome to another episode of Bad Design. Really hoping that this dog toy is fake because calling it Juicy Stick is extra bad. It's also a product that I would only buy with my dog standing there next to me, because I want them to know I have a dog. Also, Eric sent me each and every one of these. Is this a real place or is this AI? I need to know. This one's not better, but I like that you can hike. I bet the tent pitches itself, but okay. And finally, this. Don't know how. This is the worst thing I've seen today. Wish I could be done with the internet, but I'll be back for you people. It occurred to me that some of you have lived your entire lives without seeing a boob chandelier. Well, that stops now. There it is, friends. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Clothing My Boobs Laugh At. Because these aren't going under any belt. Nor will I allow my tits to become some sort of billboard, especially when I'm expected to pay for it. And this thing, it is PVC. It's got very awkward, logos in places, and I thought it would look better on a person. It does not. How is underboob still a thing? I thought we slayed that dragon. Look what they did to this poor woman. This is a beautiful woman. She looks like a blow-up doll. And then back to Shein for a minute. Asymmetrical boobie don't work for nobody. What bra? What bra do you wear with that? And finally, come on, guys. This is every terrible trend from the early 2000s. There's the shark bite cutout. There's the weird bikini as an outfit. Hello, and welcome again to Bad Design. This took me a really long time to figure out that is a man's arm out a window. This is an ad for an optometrist, but I'm sure I didn't need to explain that. I'll admit, I've never felt the urge to visit Salt Lake City, Utah, but somehow I feel that I'd be home there. I also wouldn't mind a visit to Mr. Wings, though that may require an investigation into structurally tuned development. Really, STD, guys? No one took... The panel of 13-year-old boys would have caught this immediately.
Wait a minute!
Unless, of course, they were distracted by one of these establishments. Given the age parameters, it could be both. Anyone could have caught this one. Any human being. Come on, people. And finally, this is an installation celebrating Oklahoma City, OKC. Hello. These are Burberry earmuffs that you can get for $440. But we don't care about that today, because today we're doing fashions that I like. And I just learned that farmers can protect calves from frostbite with these weird little earmuffs. They're called moo-moo muffs, and I'm obsessed with them. There are patterns online where you can make them yourself. I don't care about anything as much as I care about this. I have them for horses too. I'm so happy. Look at them! Hello. A new category today. Expensive toilets. Let me know in the comments where you would rather, poop. This one's from Kohler. $7,500, though currently on sale. Am I missing something? Or is that just a portrait of meth? What am I not seeing? And why not have a toilet that looks more like a toilet? Do they think it's fancier? But actually, that brings us to our next one. Also from Kohler. This is just a box. A box that costs over $13,000. And again, the photos are just so strange. Is the point to hide it? So that, your guests don't know where to poop? What point of rich do you hit where you're I don't want a purse that looks like a purse. I want a purse that looks like a baguette. I don't want a toilet. I want a strange box.
Bitch, you're my soulmate.
February 25th is a Tuesday. It's also my birthday, so we are going to do an extended version of the comment section on my YouTube channel because Marc Jacobs just came out with his ready-to-wear line, and it's a doozy. He seems to think that women are
haunted Victorian dolls. We have a series of tumors we have to hide. Or a 4-year-old is now designing for them. Given what I've seen here, that is extremely possible. So please join me if you can. There's a lot to talk about. Hello. Today we're going to play the fashion game. Which is worse, because I exposed a weakness to the internet. And now I'm being made to suffer for it. That weakness is, of course, Crocs. So I ask you to look at the next 2 Crocs and tell me in the comment section which you think is worse. Starting off with these. A Croc cowboy combination.
Oh, Jesus. Gross.
And as though that weren't bad enough, they're a shiny pink metallic. 3 of my least favorite things. One of you sent this to me, finding it amusing. The next is the croissant. Notice the gibbets made of butter. This one has the arguable accomplishment of making me not like bread, which is, in itself, a bit of a win. The French blood inside me is screaming. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Clothing My Boobs Laugh At. Now, normally we talk about pieces like this Roberto Cavalli for $767, which, you know, it's not great. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's overpriced. These darts are not helping anybody. But that's not what I want to talk about today. I'm leaving stupid rich people fashion for a moment because this top came up on Amazon and I can't. It's only like $25, but like, is that meant to be like Maze Runner from a titties? The hint of underboob there is unsettling. And again, if you can make this work, great. It's kind of cute, it's kind of structural and interesting. But for me, again, this is the series of Clothing My Boobs Laugh At. Because like, I have not been able to go braless since I was about 8. So to me, this just looks like a poorly defended fort. And the troops are coming. Hello. Today we're going to examine the home essentials of Bottega Veneta. Because this basket is $9,900. This basket is $5,200. Now, is it made from folded leather? Yes. Is it objectively pretty? I would say so. Is there any reason to not make this out of leather cast-offs? No. But who wouldn't want a wide banana tray for $2,500? Or this large leather tray for $870 made from calf skin, because that was necessary. I'm sorry, realized in calf skin, because we needed to be more pretentious. This centerpiece is $4,300. This pencil case is $2,350. I can't do it anymore. Alternatively, you can go on Amazon and buy a health kit for the homeless. $100 will support 100 packs. I know it's not plausible to eat these people, but can we breed them out? Because I'd be so much more impressed if a guy told me he made 800 of these than if he was like, look, basket. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Clothing My Boobs Laugh At. Because I recently saw this picture of Kim Kardashian, and ain't no way. This is a top from Gucci. This is a top from Gucci. This is a $14,000 top from Gucci. I mean, and again, I'm not trying to mock women who have this body. That's fine. That's your body. This is my body. That's fine. But like, you are one sneeze away. But this girl right here, that's my sister. And someone did her dirty. Hello. It's time for another episode of Can You Keep a Straight Face? I'm going to show you the Charles 3D earring / necklace set from Nomis. Let's see how you do. Prepare yourselves. Here it is. With lab-grown diamonds, it's $13,325. It functions both as a necklace and as an earring. Although in my experience, that's not where most men request to stick it. Apparently, this was inspired by the creative style of Charles Dickens. Took that a bit literally, did we, gentlemen? Also, the lab-grown diamond price is $13,325. For actual diamonds, it's $24,693. I can't. But once again, I ask you, how'd you do? Hello, and welcome to another episode of What Happened Here, because I've been sent some interesting signs that I don't understand. Okay, I'm including this because one of you sent it to me, but I'm not Googling it. You can't make me. This one I had to include because I don't know who thought this was a good idea, but you're very wrong. You're not built to design. You're not meant to do it. You need to find another way. You need to find Jesus. This is another one that I'm very scared to Google, but I think I have to know. Hello. There's enough negativity in the world that I decided we're going to do something new today. We're going to play bad design, good design. For example, don't call your shrimp gangbang. Who okayed this? But this I like. This is a good design. There's an Alaskan pizza place that gives you a target on the back of it. So when you're done eating your pizza, you can hang it up and shoot at it. Apparently, the two biggest things in Alaska are guns and pizza, which tracks. And we're back to bad design with hand job gloves. Never needed gloves before. Maybe you name them something else, guys. 13-year-old boy. This sign, though, I have no issues with this sign. Don't love little darlings, but the bottom part. Well done. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Can You Keep a Straight Face? Today, we're going to look at some architecture. First up is the Guangxi New Media Center in Nanning, China. Some people have already noted that it's somewhat phallically shaped, which really doesn't seem so bad until you see the fireworks display. Or how it lights up. At least it's a happy tower. Now on to our next. Zaya Hadid designed the Al Wakra Stadium for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. It does look like a very welcoming stadium. Of all the places to not have a fun yellow glow, this should have been the most place for that. And finally, here's the headquarters for the People's Daily Mail in Beijing. Y'all can say I have a dirty mind, but I refuse to accept that this is just me. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Bad Design. Once again, someone chose not to tell the church council. Sometimes things aren't intentional, and it's fair for you people to tell me that I just have a dirty mind, because like, this drink just poking out with the two little cherries at the bottom, I get that. I get how that could be me. And then there's some stuff that's clearly intentional, like the little gay pub, coming soon, but not too soon. That's important though, that is, yeah. Then there's the tongue-in-cheek stuff, which I beg to differ. But then there's things that aren't intentional, like easy flaps. That one, another choice could have been made, but it's not as bad as this one, which really, that's not even a 13-year-old boy. That's like stop a man in the street, because anyone should have told you that's going to be a problem. Hello, and welcome to What the Fluff, because I saw this on Facebook, and what the fluff? I'm not into taxidermy normally, and Richard, you've made something here, but I don't know that it's art. Speaking of taxidermy I don't understand, don't worry, the dog is already dead. She'd taxidermied. Please don't break my window. On so many levels. Why? For those of you who choose to preserve your dog after death in whatever capacity you do, fine. Not loving it. And then there's this sign, which I'm going to give you guys a minute to read. It's inexplicable. I've spent a lot of time looking at it. I can't make it make sense. And then finally, this series of messages that I've received from a man. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Bad Design. Now I know that this is probably some foreign language, given this. I'm an American and I don't know the difference, but still. And though I'm sure it's a lovely town, perhaps you rethink your marketing. Autocorrect will not catch everything. Or this is a class I would attend. This is a nuts and confectionery shop in Athens. People, 13-year-old boy. You tell your proposed name to 13-year-old boy. If they giggle, you change it. For this one, you should have been able to show anyone should have been able to point out the problem with your sign. And this one, I'm gonna leave here. I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna walk away. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Bad Design. Or, as some of you have pointed out, very good design. I'm not sure this is the name I would have gone with for a vegetarian product. I will admit, we do like cheese. Did anyone know there was a market for that? Who's buying? I have to think this was a choice. Okay, so someone just did not explain. Someone had like an idea when they were brainstorming, and someone else sitting at that table did not explain. This was a choice someone made. Someone let this happen. This, however, was a happy little accident. But we're gonna end on this one because I don't know that I've ever wanted to call a phone number more. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Bad Design. This is a political logo. This one I don't think is as bad. It's the new logo for like Japan Air or whatever. That's a little too close to an L for me though. A little too close. And this one is such a wonderful example of why fonts matter, because this, the Pepsi Ape campaign, really isn't that bad until you put it in a different font. Then we get problematic. Who, for the love of God and Holy Mother Church, decided to name this product Cooter's Nut. Tip Dip's not helping either. Can't fault this one, however. It's just accurate. And welcome to another episode of Clothing My Boobs Laugh At. Because she calls this a bikini, I call it a misdemeanor. Look at the side view. I'd be looking like a roast. Now, some of you might be saying that's not really fair, because that was a swimsuit. I present you.
Goddamn!
Where do my flaps go? When I saw this one, I was like, okay, maybe this is like a bolero. Maybe you wear it like over something. Nope. I mean, finesse. What you doing? I hate when a brand makes a beautiful woman look weird because her boobies ain't looking right. And like this one, I guess, is for like the smaller boob girls. I don't need to point them out. They make themselves known. I will admit that I like this one though. This one I want. Then we're right back to misdemeanor.